Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
New at noon, a North Dakota woman is accused of sexually abusing a baby. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Lisa Bedeau. 21-year-old Haley Tardif of Jamestown is in the Stutzman County Jail for allegedly performing sexual acts on an 11-month-old child. NewsDakota.com is reporting the alleged incidents are believed to have happened between February 1st and July 19th. Tardif is charged with gross sexual imposition and child neglect or abuse. Both are felonies. Breaking news this afternoon, police arrested a man this morning who is suspected in the deadly shooting of a fellow protester during Wednesday night's violent clashes in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tension has been high in that city since the police-involved shooting death of Keith Scott earlier this week. Scott's family was allowed to view police video of the shooting, and supporters are pushing to have it made public. A developing story out of Oklahoma, a Tulsa police officer who's accused in the shooting death of a black man turned herself in early this morning, was booked into the county jail, then immediately released on $50,000 bond. Betty Shelby is charged with manslaughter in last Friday's deadly shooting of Terrence Crutcher after his SUV broke down. Prosecutors say the officer's fear resulted in her unreasonable actions. According to an affidavit filed yesterday, Crutcher was not responding to any of Officer Shelby's commands to stop and reached in the driver's side front window. But lawyers for Crutcher's family say images show that window was up. If convicted, Shelby would face a minimum 4-year prison sentence. We have some dramatic pictures to show you this afternoon of the rescue of a little girl from the rubble of a collapsed building after an airstrike today in Syria. Check this out. You can see the tough conditions workers used their bare hands in to free the 5-year-old. Then they rushed her right to the hospital. The girl's parents, 3 sisters and a brother, all died in the attack on their neighborhood. The bombing on Aleppo intensified today after diplomatic efforts failed to salvage a ceasefire that lasted nearly a week. It's our first full day of fall, and it kind of feels like it out there. How should you dress if you're heading out to some Friday night football? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. We're looking at some rain showers, so you may want to make sure you have that umbrella handy. Even some thunderstorms now moving into the southern part of the valley. You can see just a few light rain showers between Grand Forks and Fargo, but the main area is down to the south and west where we're seeing some lightning and thunder popping up there. So that's the area where we are concerned for some thunderstorm activity, basically between Edgeley and Ellendale along Highway 281, starting to cross over. And there's more where that came from. Rain showers stretching up from Wheaton down through or up through the Lidgerwood area and then back again to that area of more intense rain. Some of that about to make its way into Jamestown and Lisbon and eventually Fargo-Moorhead. We'll see our chance for that too. Mostly cloudy skies in the southern valley. We have seen some moments of sunshine, especially up north. 66 degrees in Fargo, 63 in Grand Forks, and some 50s up in the northwest still. A look at our planner today. Not a lot of warming. We'll have more on that and what you can expect for the weekend coming up.
Thank you, Lisa. Voters in Minnesota and South Dakota are able to make their choices for president, the legislature, and a whole slate of other offices today. They're among voters in a handful of states where early voting or no excuses absentee voting is underway. Minnesota's Secretary of State says it's easy. Just go to your county auditor's office and request a ballot or get one sent to you by going to mnvotes.org. Just make sure it's at the auditor's office by Election Day.
I'm sure there's some voters who say that they're ready to vote up and down the ticket on everything right now. Others probably want to wait to look at candidate debates, look at other developments or headlines. It's really up to the voter, and that's the great part about an absentee ballot period. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's whatever the voter feels comfortable with.
Absentee voting begins in North Dakota on Thursday. In our consumer alert this afternoon, what's being called the largest data breach ever. The FBI is working with Yahoo to figure out who is behind the hack of 500 million accounts. Hannah Daniels has more on what information was likely stolen.
Information from 500 million Yahoo accounts could now be in the hands of cyber thieves. So if you've got mail, chances are you got hacked. The stolen information includes names, email addresses, telephone numbers, birthdays, and in some cases, unencrypted security questions and answers used to verify your identity. Yahoo says the hack does not appear to include credit card or bank account information.
Just because your bank account information wasn't stolen, oh, it's just my email and my password, what could they possibly have? Well, they have access to your entire circle of friends, all of the businesses that you do business with.
The company has not said when it first learned of the massive data breach, but that the hack happened in 2014 by an unidentified state-sponsored actor, someone paid by a government agency. Yahoo says it's notifying users and taking steps to secure accounts. And if you haven't changed your password since 2014, you should do it now. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Yahoo is the third largest email provider in the country. The company says users of Yahoo Fantasy Sports, Finance, and Flickr are also part of this breach. A second racially charged photo has surfaced that's linked to UND students. This picture involves 4 students with what looks like their faces covered in black. The picture was posted on social media with the caption, "Black Lives Matter." News of this picture comes just a day after police started investigating a harassment complaint over a picture posted on Snapchat. UND President Mark Kennedy says he's appalled by what has happened. If you park your car on the street or in a lot, there's more to watch out for than just break-ins. Fargo police say there's been a rash of license plate thefts. They say thieves steal plates to avoid paying for new tabs for their own vehicle or to disguise a vehicle before committing a crime. Police recommend using special screws with new unique heads to lock your plates tightly. If your license plate is stolen, report it immediately to police and the DMV. In North Dakota, even if only one plate is stolen, both will need to be replaced. Let's take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. 9-year-old Maxwell Bauer is wanted for felony theft of property, not paying child support, and a probation violation. His picture's on your TV right now. Take a look and call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Bauer. A Cass County man has handed in his police badge to take the fight against drugs and addiction onto private property. His new company is called Urban Canine. You can hire a specially trained dog and his trainer to detect drugs in your home, treatment center, school, or maybe business. The goal is to save the lives of kids before they get hooked on drugs.
Come on, bud. The kids that are becoming addicts, that are stealing out of our garages, thefts, all that. They're our homegrown kids. They came through our public schools. They're not implants from Bismarck. These are our kids that we're losing.
You can hire the tracking team for $150 a sweep. If they find something, it's totally confidential, and you get to decide what to do next. Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles are 2-0 as they prepare to host the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. A lot of quarterback comparisons are being thrown out this week, with Wentz taking on Ben Roethlisberger. Wentz says it's flattering, but admits he has a long way to go before he would compare himself to Ben. The two actually have a bit of a history, though. They share the same agent, and Wentz had the opportunity to work out with him in California.
We didn't really talk a lot about football. We talked, he's a big outdoorsman guy, and we talked a little bit about our backgrounds and what we like to do off the field. But, he's a great guy, and I'm looking forward to competing against him.
Wentz and the Eagles will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday at 3:25. You can watch that game on CBS, locally on KS.